Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's time for your Cardiff versus Leeds FA Cup post-match reaction. Leeds United drew 2-2. At least we're in the fourth round, or at least in the draw. There's no guarantees that we'll beat Cardiff at Ellen Road, of course, and if we do progress, it'll either be Boreham Wood or Accrington Stanley in the next round. Let's hope we can get there. I would have liked a cup run. I don't know, really. I'm dejected, me. I know there are people that will pull positives for it. Yeah, we're still in the draw, but other than that, I think we're shocking. I'm sorry, I do. So if you're not into the negative, Joe, then probably don't watch the rest of it. But smash a like if you are, and subscribe to the channel, comments, notification bell, all that jazz, and let's get into it.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made,
yeah. So I am properly dejected. I think we were terrible for large parts of that game. Subs changed the game, but for me, we shouldn't have to be relying on subs to beat this Cardiff side that are 20th, that have scored the least goals in the Championship. We were on top in the early parts, then we went to rubbish, to shite, when obviously they scored. It's really lacklustre defending. Pascal Struijk, who everyone says should play at left centre-back, and I know it's his first time there in a while, but what's he doing for the first goal? Aware of one man, not aware of the other. You need to be aware. I suppose that comes with experience. You know, I'm a big fan of Pascal, so I'm not going to batter him too much. But what I'm saying is, be careful what you wish for. Don't be so hasty in writing off other players when we get performances like that. Firpo and Llorente in the starting lineup. Firpo, first half, poor. A lot of slack passes. Llorente is just always poor for me. Culpable for the second goal. Aronson. Again, I don't think Aronson should have played today. It was woeful again, and it's clearly Jesse's boy. I'm sorry to be so negative. You know, I'm not fully on board with the current manager. Call it agenda, call it what you want, but I just don't think we're good enough, and I don't see it being sustainable. Why can't we just routinely win a game? The last time we did that was against Chelsea. We just never routinely win. It's always 4-3s, 3-2s. Could have easily been 3-2 today, obviously. People will turn around and say it's not Jesse's fault Rodrigo missed a penalty. No, I agree. But we still shouldn't have been in that position. I thought the lineup was strong enough. I like Darko, JB in parts. Joffy was just not suited to this style, to this system. You know, Sonny Perkins, props to him. Props to the young players that did come on. I thought Verba gave us something, but again, I still find it mad that he's coming in the 6, if you like, in midfield, when he was bought as a left-back. But Junior Firpo going forward was good today. I will say that much. I thought he was lively and maybe can offer us something. Who knows? Surprised he didn't get a yellow. It is what it is. Christensen's terrible. I hate to say it. At the minute, anyway, I do think he will come good, but, you know, Cody can have every reason to think what's going on here, because the people lambast Ayling, right? We've bought Rasmus, we've got a great young prospect, and Luke Ayling's still your best right back, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I struggled to see the positives today, me. Should have won it in the second half, on top in the second half, but again, there's no coherent plan. You know, it is just hoofball at times. It's hitting it into dangerous areas. And when you've got Joffrey up top, that's never going to work. Greenwood's, for me, he's far too aggressive. He's going to get so many reds over the course of his time at Leeds United if he's not careful. I don't know why he was on as long as he was. Look, we were obviously not at full strength due to a few issues, but Jesse said at the start of the game, had we have played in the league, it would have been a similar sort of lineup due to all the injuries that we've got. Yeah, we need players in the door. For me, we probably need a manager change. It's not going to last. You can say I've got an agenda or whatever, but it's just not going to last long term. We cannot continue to give up goals and expect to get back into games. We should have comfortably... I mean, we started really well. This is what I'm saying. When it works going forward, it works. And we can score goals. We just can't defend. But it happens too often for it not to be something that's happening. stylistically, tactically. I know everyone says I bum Bielsa. Yeah, I get it. I hear it. But it's the same, right? Like, we were conceding loads of goals because of the system. It's the same now. It's the same now. I just don't like the plan. I don't think there is one. I said this last season when we got battered by Chelsea at Elland Road. I don't know where the mark improvement is. Rodrigo, I mean, he's been our saviour, innit? It's mad, really. Should have scored the penalty. It's a terrible penalty. It's such an easy height for Alnwick to save. You know, the mad thing is as well, let's not forget, they were down to 10 men for the last 10 minutes. And the team that he put out had made many changes as well. You know, Cardiff fans' reactions were saying, like, it's as if we want to lose this game. You know? People will bend over backwards to say that it's all the players' fault. And I really find it hard to fathom for me. Because I think stylistically, we're terrible. It's all like we create moments of chaos that in times we get goals from, but the manager keeps talking about clarity. They do not go together. How can you have clarity in chaos? You can't. Honestly, I don't want to ramble on too much because people will just say, "Oh, I'm so negative. I've just got an agenda and all this sort of stuff." But I struggle to see the positives. It's another tie. You know, people saying, "Oh, would you rather lose than get a draw?" No, of course not. But we shouldn't have even been in that position. Again, we've got Villa and Brentford up next. Again, I was positive after West Ham. I was. And maybe I need some therapy, and we'll do that tomorrow on the final word. We'll have some therapy with some other Leeds fans that might see it differently to me. But right now, I feel shit again about the prospects of Leeds United moving forward. New players in the door will help, but I still think tactically we ain't good enough. And it's a case of just rambling like this till the end of the season to maybe buy some more players and go again. But I still say whilst the manager's here, tactically we are not good enough for this to have sustained periods of success. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. And there'll be peaks and troughs. I'm fickle. There'll be times when we win and I'll be going, yeah, amazing. But really, for me, it's not sustainable. And people can say, "Oh, we just need more players and stuff." Jesse's brought in like 8 bodies now. I know I still need to have time and maybe we'll add some more. There's not that many left of the Bielsa era that everyone says it's their fault that we're losing. You know, there's young players that he's given opportunities to that maybe the previous manager didn't do. Maybe that's due to the squad size, whatever. But, the football club and Jesse have said now they want a small squad. I don't think it's so much Jesse. It's more so the powers that be. They're culpable for a lot. Try to rectify that situation with new players because that's what you need to do. You know, we do need to improve this squad. And maybe when we do that, we have more depth, which means we can have a stronger lineup today. But today's lineup for me was strong enough to beat Cardiff. I genuinely feel it was. I'm trying to see the future. I don't see it. I've said it's always like one game from me going, but at this moment in time, I do not see a way forward under the stewardship of Jesse Marsh. Okay, I don't think it has longevity, and it's not sustainable. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm sorry to be so negative. Yeah, it's just tough at the minute. It really affects my mood. Probably should have some time away, maybe. Come back when we're good. But then again, I get called a glory supporter, so nah, it is what it is. Listen, thanks for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with the final word and any transfer news during the day, if indeed there is any that drops. Enjoy the rest of your evening if you can. I'm going to go walk the dogs and clean my head. Thanks for tuning in. Smash a like on the way out. If you've managed to stay this long, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in
Down.